Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dede Firmansyah. I am from NAUTIKA 1H. For this time, I want to tell all of you about safety equipment on board. The first, there are fire extinguishers. It is mandatory for all ships to have all the various types of fire extinguishers for efficient handling of different cases of fires that may arise on the ship. In such cases, portable fire extinguishers can be tremendously helpful and can be used to put out small-scale fires aboard the ship. Fire extinguishers should be placed in the areas of ships that are easily accessible and close to potential fire sources on board. Second are fire suits. Fire suits, also known as fire proximity suits, are used by seafarers while diffusing large fires. The material used to make these suits is heat resistant and hence protect the bodies of the people wearing it. In case of large fires aboard ships, it is important for the people in charge of diffusing the fire to be wearing these suits. All ships are required to carry at least two of these suits. The third, there are breathing equipment. In case of a fire on board, it becomes hard for people to breathe due to the smoke. In such cases, breathing equipment such as oxygen cylinders and masks can be of help. The oxygen masks provide a short supply of oxygen in case of emergencies, while oxygen cylinders provide a much larger and reserved source of oxygen. The oxygen cylinders also come with tanks that can replace the used one. They also include an alarm which warns the user when the air in the cylinder goes low, thus giving the wearer a timely notice to change the cylinder. Next, number 4, there are escape smoke hood. During fires, it is not only the flames that cause injuries. The gases and smoke that result from the fire are also fatal for the people. Here, escape smoke hoods come in handy. Escape smoke hoods are lightweight hoods made of flame-retardant fabric and block a number of toxic gases. In case of a fire, these escape hoods can be of help during the evacuation, giving the wearers a wide window of time. These escape smoke hoods are to be placed in areas that are accessible and well ventilated. Next, number 5, there are personal locator. Personal locator beacons, or PLBs, are small devices that send out electronic transmission signals in case of emergencies. The signals pinpoint the exact location of the beacon and alert authorities about the emergency, thus deploying a rescue team to assist those in need. This device works in remote locations where a cell phone network is not accessible. The personal locator beacons are usually used with other personal protection equipment like survival suits or life jackets. Next, number 6, there are pyrotechnics. These are the distress signals that are used in case of extreme emergencies. Pyrotechnics on board ships are provided to grab the attention of people and other ships in the immediate vicinity, so that they can offer immediate help in case of emergencies. Pyrotechnics are basically the visual forms of SOS signals. Hand flares, smoke signals, rocket parachute flares are pyrotechnics that are used on ships. These pyrotechnics must be kept in accessible places away from fuel and combustibles. They must be disposed properly in case of expiration. Next, there are search and search and rescue transponder. The search and rescue transponder, or SART, is a transponder that is to be used in case of emergency at the sea. There are two types of SART, the radar SART and ice SART. The radar SART locates lifeboats and distress vessels by marking the route on the rescue ship's radar display. The ice SART uses an automatic identification system to locate the distressed vessel. It also sends to the rescue ship update and more accurate location of the distressed vessel using a built-in GPS. Next, number 8, there are thermal insulation. Bulkheads, walls, and decks of the ships need to be insulated to reduce the spread of fire, to prevent moisture, to reduce energy used for heating and cooling, and to protect goods on board the ship. The mechanical equipment on ships needs to be insulated to reduce emissions, to reduce the load on equipment, and for personal protection. The thermal insulation on ships reduce the impact machine emissions have on the environment and also provides a habitable setting for the people on the ship. Number 9, there are first aid kits. First aid kits are perhaps the most important components of the personal safety equipment. They include all the medicines and remedies for emergencies. Having a properly stocked first aid kit can be of tremendous help on board ships, providing immediate medical help and sometimes even saving life. In a case of emergency, it is important to first radio for professional help and then try to assist using a first aid kit. And the last one, there are resuscitator kit. While at sea during medical emergencies, a resuscitator kit works as a substitute for ambulance till the patient is given the required medical help. A resuscitator kit provides IPPV and oxygen inhalation therapy to the patient in case of emergencies. It also includes a manual resuscitator, manual suction apparatus, automatic ventilator, and small oxygen cylinder, and other surgical and diagnosis items. I think that's all from me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.